Alrighty. Alright. Did we do it? Are we good? Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I want to give people here a moment to make sure we're all good. You can hear me. All that. Hello. My day has been good. How are you guys doing? It's starting to get nice out. It's feeling like summer. We're back to the t-shirts. I have so many Disney t-shirts I'm very excited to wear, so it's a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Awesome. Yes. All right. So as we give people here a few minutes, I'm going to just jump right in to the Disney news. We got a lot of Disney news here to cover before we jump into the movies. I have a big stack of movies here to go through, get your opinions on. If you guys have any movie recommendations, I'll add those over here to my Disney Plus watch list, and then I can hopefully at some point get back to you guys on that, on my thoughts on those movies. So let's jump into it for the people who will be rewatching this video. Disney Springs opens on May 20th. How exciting. We're so close, I feel like, to the parks getting an opening date, announcement. So excited. So along with the Disney Springs opening on May 20th, there will be some restaurants opening, and those restaurants will be Four Rivers Cantina Food Truck, Polite Pig, STK, Wine Bar George, Wolfgang Puck, Chicken Guy, Hype, Blaze Pizza, Earl of Sandwich, Aaron and McKenna's Bakery, Frontiera Cocina, Haagen-Dazs Ice Cream, Joffrey's Coffee, Sunshine Churros, Planet Hollywood, Yasaki Kiosk, Boathouse, and for retail, American Threads, Anthropology, Aria Brothers. I feel like I haven't heard some of these names before. Free People, Peely Soccer, Pop Gallery, Ron John Surf Shop, and Uniqlo. And then on May 22nd, Violi El Gelato, Morimoto Asia and Street Food, and Pizza Ponte will open. And then on May 27th, this was actually just announced or confirmed today, all of the Disney-owned shops and restaurants will open. So with all of that in mind, considering, what's going on here, these next week, we're going to see a lot of things at Disney Springs continue to open. So it's very exciting, and I'm looking forward to hopefully one day soon they'll announce the opening of the parks or a future date or something. But I'm looking forward here to just how well Disney Springs is going to do, and I hope to do a whole reaction video to that and post that on Thursday. So stay tuned for that video as well. Here, continuing with some of the parks updates, there are going to be new Haunted Mansion Funko Pops released on Shop Disney and at the parks. I don't know when they're going to be released just yet, but they look very cool. And along with that, there's going to be a new Loungefly and Spirit jersey. Lots of fun stuff, because yesterday was actually the halfway to Halloween day, which is just awesome. Cannot believe we're almost halfway. We are halfway to Halloween. That's blows my mind. All right, so along with the Disney Springs updates here, I'm sorry, there's so much to cover. The Disney Springs reservations for June were canceled. Anyone who made Disney Springs reservations in June, they were canceled because the restaurants are doing limited capacity. So they canceled everyone for June, and then those people could then rebook since they kind of figured out their number capacity, because it's going to be different depending on the restaurant. So there's that. And then going back here to the channel stuff, kind of making our way back here, my Disney Cupcake masks are still sold out. That is linked down below in the description if you guys would like to check out the shirts or the buttons or the stickers. Any of that is down below, and I will keep you guys posted on Twitter and Instagram for when the next sale will be. And that is also linked down below. As you guys may have saw, Shanghai Disneyland opened on Monday, and I was so happy for everyone. They looked so excited, and hopefully they are all doing well there. As I saw some of you guys mention, yes, the child has arrived. I am so excited about it. He is just loving life back there, and that whole review will be posted here on this channel on Monday at 2 p.m. And also, I got, if you guys missed the video the other day, I got the Star Wars key. I also just received in the mail today the child Funko Pop, so that video will be coming soon. I'm not really sure when just yet, but soon. A toy hunt video will be posted tomorrow at 2 p.m. I journeyed out to Target, and it was a time, so I'm very excited for you guys to see that video. Do not forget to then subscribe, like this live stream so you guys do not miss those videos that I just mentioned. Also linked down below are all of my other movie ranking videos if you guys would like to check those out here after this live stream. And finishing up here, I did go on Shop Disney this morning in attempt to purchase the Tiki Room Minnie Mouse The Main Attraction merchandise. I was successful. I was able to purchase just the pins. I was hoping to get the ears, but I was just able to get the pins. So that video will also be coming soon. I tried to vlog my whole experience of buying the items, and there were rants involved. It was really fun. So you guys will get to see that video once I get the pins in the mail. That's it. That's the news. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you guys are all having a great day, are staying safe, just having a time. So before here I start into the movies, I'm going to jump back and hopefully answer a couple questions here as we go. Okay. Someone said Chicken Guy is bomb. Yes. If you have not had Chicken Guy at Disney Springs, I would highly recommend. So good. Oh, it's so good. Oh yes, everyone's talking about the child plush. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see that video. Someone asked, did I make these ears? Yes, I actually did, and I did do a video on that, and that is in the DIY playlist on my channel, if you guys like to check that out. I had a lot of fun making them, and a lot of you guys actually mentioned that I should paint Disney ears if you guys saw my shoe painting video, so I am hoping to paint some ears soon. I gotta brainstorm some ideas and things. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I got so behind here. Okay, here we go. So someone asked about the Disney Cupcake wristbands. So these are not available on my shop. These I purchased and I will give to people whenever I meet them. So at the parks, I gave them out whenever I was there in November. So that's more if I meet people. So they're not going to be on the shop as of right now. So I apologize for that. It's just kind of a fun little thing whenever you meet me somewhere. So if you do see me, definitely say hello and I will have them on me. So some people are asking about this Disney Cupcake picture. A friend actually made that for me for my birthday, and I actually don't have anywhere in my room to hang it up. So for the live streams and stuff, I thought it'd be fun just to add some things to the background. So there's the different plushes and things everywhere. So I did not make that, but it's really cool. Someone said, am I going to get the ears on eBay? Probably not. I'm kind of waiting to see what the Disney stores say, if they're going to be, cannot talk, my goodness. If they're going to be available at the stores, I'm hoping to maybe get them whenever they reopen, but I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Someone asked if I would ever go to Disneyland Paris. Yes, that is my bucket list, to go to every Disney park in the world, so absolutely. All right, so here we go. Last question here before we start getting into the movies. The cup of the day is from an underrated movie. I feel like we have a Lilo and Stitch little Stitch cup. It's got nice like summer colors. Really, really cute, and has like a cool filter thing in it if you want to like put like lemon water, like make fun little like drinks with it or something. And I actually got this in one of my Disney subscription boxes, and those videos are all up on my channel as well. So that's a pretty fun cup for the day. All right, so I will try to answer questions here as we go, but I have my stack of Disney DVDs here. I sorted through like all of them, picking out what I felt were movies that just weren't talked about enough and deserved some attention. So if you're looking for a movie to watch, Saturday night, movie night, fun time, if you're looking for movies to watch, definitely here, grab a piece of paper or grab your Disney Plus app and add these to your watch list because these are some great, great movies. And there's also going to be a couple, like I have a stack here of ones that like highly, highly recommend watching, but we'll get to those here in a few minutes. I'm going to start off here on the top. It's just going to be like a quick little touch on this movie. I feel like this is one of the most underrated Star Wars movies. I personally love just the original trilogy, but I just think that Rogue One was so well done. Just the quality, the acting, the story, and everything I just thought was amazing. So I just wanted to throw this in here before we get to the Disney ones because I feel like Rogue One definitely deserves some more attention because it was fabulous. Good, just kind of like sad movie, but like also a lot of action in it. Even if you're not like a huge Star Wars fan, if you're into like any sort of like action type movie, would definitely check that out if you get the chance. So some of you guys were just mentioning Lilo and Stitch since I just showed the cup. So that is here my next set of underrated movies. Any Lilo and Stitch movie, the Lilo and Stitch series on Disney Plus, oh my goodness. I have like, as time goes on, I fall more and more in love with Stitch and just Lilo and Stitch in general. I can't, I would love to see, as you mentioned in the last live stream, like a Lilo and Stitch like ride. I know Stitch's Great Escape was a thing, but like a dark ride with Lilo and Stitch would be pretty cool. It's so underrated. So underrated. Yes, you guys love Stitch. Some of you guys actually mentioned Hercules. That is actually not here in my stack. I don't have Hercules on DVD, and there are tons of other Disney movies that are underrated like Hercules and things, but I feel like the underrated like scale starts to get more like opinion based, and whenever I was choosing this and making my list, I definitely fell into the hole of like, well, these are movies I grew up with, so I think they're underrated. Like there definitely is like a line between like ones that are generally underrated and then ones that like I personally feel are underrated just because I grew up with those movies, because I'm definitely going to get to some here that most of you guys would be like, it's not really, but just from my experience from like people I talk to, I mean, I feel like we all just have different opinions of what we feel is underrated or just what we grew up with, because it's so like hard to like figure out what's like generally underrated and what I feel is underrated, if that makes sense. And this next one is like, this is hard to say because I feel like Moana is underrated. Truly, it is a great princess movie. Just great characters. The songs, I play the songs from Moana like all the time, and just like the animation, the water, Hey especially is like my friend. Like I can't. Someone said they believe Moana is underrated, and it is the best. See, like it's just, I feel like people forget that Moana is a princess. Like it's so well made, but I just feel like people get so caught up like in Frozen and things like that and those princesses that Moana just like disappears. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I see a lot of people kind of agreeing there. I would just love to see more of Moana, not only in the Disney parks, but just generally. I don't know if I'd want a sequel to Moana. I don't know if that would really help it at all. but I feel like movies that are underrated are, in my opinion, the definition would be like great movie, great story, like everything is just good about it, but people don't talk about it enough. Like it deserves more attention because the quality of the film is just fabulous. Because there are some movies, for example, here, these two movies, these two movies are, quote, underrated because they're not talked about really, but they almost have a reason like not to be talked about, if that makes sense. And here's two here that I feel are like they're under, like for example, Cars here. I feel like Cars is pretty underrated, but the second one, you know, we don't talk about the second one for like a reason. And also like The Wild. Has anybody seen this movie? This is like a big throwback, and a lot of people don't realize that it's Disney. It is, and it's like underrated for a reason. Like it's not talked about for a reason. Like it's not underrated. Like it wasn't a great movie, and I don't think Cars 2 was that great of a movie either. So there is a line of some movies that like just shouldn't be talked about. You know, like you just kind of set them aside. Like, yeah, I'm glad I watched it once, but I'm probably not gonna watch it again. Someone asked what happened in Cars 2. So that's whenever they went, like they focused on Mater and they went to like all of the different countries and things, and Mater was like a spy, and like, no, I wanted to see more of Radiator Springs, man. See, Cars 2 is awful. Thank you. Like, I love Cars. Like, love, like my family and I, like we love Cars. Like, I don't know how to emphasize that more, but Cars 2 was just like, what happened? Like, I would have appreciated that more as a short, like the Mater to the Rescue thing. But yeah, I see a lot of you guys are kind of agreeing with that. Someone said that Onward is underrated, and I feel like it's too soon to tell because the movie was really, really good, but I feel like it didn't have much time in the theater. All of this stuff happened. It wasn't really like a main focus for people at the moment. So in a few years, I mean, I might agree with you there, but at the moment, don't really know. So someone asked here about Cars 3, so we'll skip to that here, kind of give you guys my opinion on that, because the first Cars movie, I feel like, is the best Pixar movie and is a very underrated movie. Now, it's not as underrated as, say, like Lilo and Stitch, as I just mentioned, but because like they do have a land, like they did do like rides and things on them, so it's not like completely underrated. I just feel like people don't talk about Cars enough. I feel like people talk about Up more than Cars and things like that, and I just personally don't agree with it. So original Cars, classic. And I feel like if it just would have went from this movie right to this movie, if we just totally forgot about Cars 2, I feel like it would have done so well. So with that, I feel like Cars 3 is very, very underrated because a lot of people did not like the second one. So people just didn't even bother with Cars 3. And I really, really liked Cars 3. The animation was so good. There was a lot of good music in it, and just the story, the connection with the characters was just fabulous. So like I definitely set Cars 2 to the side, and I really, really like both of these ones as well. So Cars, man. Cars is so good. So good. People just, they don't talk about it enough. Oh, it's so sad. See, no one talks about Cars enough. Someone said Inside Out is kind of underrated, and I was actually going to bring that up here and put it in my stack. It's so hard because I feel like they do talk about Inside Out like a lot, like it's on Shop Disney and things a lot, but like not enough. Like me personally, I feel like the most like quote overrated Disney movie is Frozen. And hold on a second, I love Frozen. Characters, songs, great, but people just like blew it up for like no reason. I don't know. Once people start to like make so big of a deal out of it, then it kind of like ruined it for me. So that's why I say it's overrated, just because of my experience with it. yeah. So see, some people are kind of agreeing with me here. It's I don't. Ugh, darn it. So like they're Inside Out. It's a respected movie. So I feel like that's the categories. It's rather overrated, respected, underrated, or don't talk about it kind of thing. So there's like 3 different categories, and that's what I was trying to separate these into to show you guys. Someone said Up is okay. Agree with Inside Out. Daisy Duck's an underrated character. I agree with that. Cars 2 ruined the franchise. Someone said they didn't see the second or third one. Definitely watch the third one. The second one doesn't really add much to the story. So someone actually just brought up Princess and the Frog. So let's jump over, take a break here from Pixar. We'll get back to it. I do have more here in the list, but I definitely feel like Princess and the Frog is underrated. And I was actually one of the people for a really, really long time that was on the side of like, I don't want to watch it. I don't know why. I just wasn't like from the commercials and stuff whenever it came out. I just didn't really seem that into the story. I just thought it was another princess movie, and like princesses, frogs, and everything. Like I just thought that was like too overdone. A lot of people kind of do those princess movies like that. So I was kind of, I don't know. I just didn't really want to see it. After watching it about 2-3 years after it came out, I lost it because it is amazing. Amazing. So good. Yes, thank you guys. It's the music between this and Moana. I choose that over listening to the Frozen music because I can't. There's not much else I can say. This movie surprised me, and I really, really like the Port Orleans resorts at Disney World and the whole Liberty Square area at Disneyland. Not Liberty Square. What am I saying? I really, really like the whole French Quarter area over at Disneyland, and I don't know, that just like connected with the movie with me. Like I don't know, I just kind of connected with this one a lot, and I love beignets, by the way. So that just it hit different, you know. It's so good. All right, I will jump back here into questions in a moment, but I just want to touch one more Disney princess here, and that is Tangled. Now, I got super excited whenever they announced the whole like new Fantasyland like little Tangled section in Magic Kingdom, and when I realized that it wasn't going to be a ride, I got really sad. It deserves more attention. It's such like just a beautiful like good movie, and this is like my favorite Disney princess is Rapunzel. I love it so much. It has the comedy, it has the like just beautiful music, the beautiful animation. So good. Tangled is awesome. Shout out to Candace. 100% agree with you. I can't believe it. Like, why don't people talk about Tangled more? It's so underrated. So I feel like right now, I feel like I'm just saying like, talk about these movies more because they're so good. Someone said that they feel like Lion King is overrated. I kind of agree with that. I don't know. I'm not like a super huge fan of Lion King, to be honest with you. Yeah. Don't know. Okay, so here the last movie I have before we get into the rest of the Pixar, and I love this movie, and that is Big Hero 6. Wasn't really sure if I was gonna like it that much because I'm not like a super like superhero person, but Big Hero 6, the beginning of that movie, the connection with the characters was insane. I like Tadashi. Oh, like, oh my goodness. I loved the whole San Francisco like city. I love how it was just completely different. Just like respected movie right here, and completely underrated. I feel like a lot of people forget about Big Hero 6 so much, and I love Baymax. Like, I love Baymax and Hero just together. I might actually watch this like tonight because I haven't watched it in a little bit. It's so sad just how like great, like this stack of movies right here is such, like, this is the perfect movie lineup. Such good movies. Like, I just so sad. Like, cause no, I don't even know. Such good characters, such good just storytelling, animation. I love it. I just love it. Someone said live action Beauty and the Beast is underrated. I personally don't agree with that. I don't really like the live action movies, like, at all. And I don't know, I just didn't like the movie, so I feel like for me, it kind of like is just set to the side, like how I showed like with these ones. That's just like how it is. I feel like it does then get more like into the opinions, because some people may have had like a better experience with the movie or just really liked it, so to them it may be underrated, but like overall a lot of people like don't talk about it. So like there's so many like subcategories for this, so hard to like narrow it down and like make it make sense, but I hope you guys kind of understand here what I'm saying. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, what do you guys think about like this time? Like, is 2:00 good on a Saturday? At least that's what time it is for me. I know there's some people it's like 8:00. Some people it's like in the middle of the night. I am gonna stick with like this 2:00 time. And, you know, I will definitely keep this up on the channel so people can rewatch it if they do miss out or if they have to like leave. But I'm sorry if this like isn't the best time. I just want to keep it like kind of consistent with the rest of my uploading schedule. Good time. Perfect. All right. Thank you guys so much for your input. I just wanted to make sure we were all good there. So people are starting to talk about the Pixar movies again, so let's jump back into it. Another one that I mentioned in a recent live stream is Good Dinosaur. Now, in that video, I mentioned that I feel like Good Dinosaur got overshadowed by Frozen. Now, Good Dinosaur came out in 2015, Frozen came out in 2013, but as we all know, the Frozen hype continued for many years after that, and I cannot believe, I mean, it's been out for 7 years. Frozen has been out for 7 years. That is insane to me. Absolutely insane. I still exactly remember the day that I went to go see Frozen in theaters. Wow, I can't. The animation in this movie, so well done. The characters, so cute. It makes you like think. I just think it's really cool. And the reason I say it got overshadowed by Frozen is because they released the Frozen short like the same time as this. Like, this came out in November, and you know, that was getting close to like the Frozen's like 2-year anniversary, so they released the like little like spring short right around that time. So people got like Frozen hype, and no one saw Good Dinosaur. And if you have not seen it, if you're watching this movie, you have not seen it, please go watch it. I feel like I'm just promoting all these movies right now. They're such a great movie, and people just forget that it's Pixar, forget that it even happened. So good. I feel like I'm just going to keep saying that because these are just great movies. Oh, thank you so much, Kara. I really appreciate it. Someone said they love my shirt and ears. Thank you. We're actually going to get to this here. Let's get to it right now. Out of all of the Toy Story movies, Toy Story 2, I feel like is the most underrated. Now, the original one, of course, is a classic. Like, no one's going to forget the original one. Toy Story 3 was more trying to connect with the kids of, like, the kids who saw this whenever this came out, if that makes sense, because the kids who saw this when they were younger are now adults, and then they made Toy Story 3 and 4 then to connect with their kids. So, personally, I think I love the first two a lot more than Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4. Now, Toy Story 4, the animation was absolutely insane. Of course, if you watch the first Toy Story and Toy Story 4, you guys can definitely see just how well Toy Story 4 was done animation-wise, but don't know, I didn't really like the end of Toy Story 4. I did like Forky, he was cute, but like when I got to the whole Gabby stuff, did not like that at all. Just didn't feel like the classic Toy Story. So here, going along with that, Al's Toy Barn, all of that. Toy Story 2 was just a really, really good movie. The songs from Toy Story 2 were just so well done. Love Al's Toy Barn. Love the little cone scene. I love, like, Jessie's story is so good. Underrated. The most underrated Toy Story movie, I feel like. And I feel like that just happened because of Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4, like, being newer. This one just kind of gotten forgotten about. And, of course, you can't forget the original because that was the introduction to the franchise. Toy Story 2 always has a special place in my heart as the most underrated Toy Story film. Oh my goodness. This is making me want to go watch all of these and just lose my mind, you know? I see a lot of people are agreeing with the whole Toy Story 4 thing and Toy Story 2 being underrated. Oh, hello from Australia. Oh no. I got so behind. I'm so sorry. Someone asked if I think the Incredibles franchise is underrated. Personally, I loved Incredibles 2 a lot more than the first Incredibles movie, and I know a lot of people are, like, dedicated to the Incredibles whole franchise and things, and since I didn't watch that, like, growing up with it, and since I'm not, like, a super, like, hero person, I just didn't, like, connect with it, like, with the first one that much. Not that I don't like the movie, because, I mean, I do, but it's definitely, like, not one of my top Pixar movies. I really liked the second one, as I mentioned, but I don't know. It's underrated in, like, some, like, categories, but I wouldn't put it as, like, the most underrated. So here, continuing then with Pixar, I saw a lot of you guys mentioning Ratatouille. Ratatouille, so good. I'm going to keep saying it. Ratatouille, so good. I just love the story. It's such a, like, unique, just good story. Different. Haven't seen anything else like it. I am so excited for this ride at Epcot. I know there is the ride in Paris, which looks amazing. I don't even know what else to say. It's so good. Yes. Oh my goodness. I can't. I don't even know what else to say. I just don't know what to say. Ratatouille, yes. Yeah, the characters, the story. The Pixar stories are just so, like, just special. Like, they just connect so well. So here, speaking of Pixar, we have two more, and we're almost to my most underrated Pixar movie or Disney movie of all time, I feel like, but we're not there just yet. We have one more, and the next one here is WALL-E. WALL-E, such a time. I love the music in WALL-E. I love how there's really not that much talking until the end. Like the whole robots kind of topic, I don't feel like just hasn't been done that much. And I love the little characters. So, like, just such cute little characters and very, very underrated. As I mentioned in the last live stream, I really would love to see, like, a WALL-E attraction, like a WALL-E roller coaster. Literally, just with this scene would be so neat. So underrated. Yes, guys. I love how, like, I literally, like, hold up a movie and everyone just starts typing, yes, underrated. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, I don't even know what to say anymore because these movies are so good and they're just not talked about enough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So many things. Someone is asking where I get my DVDs. Like Target or more recently just the Disney store. So someone said WALL-E is a bit boring. Now, yeah, it's kind of hard, like, to get into at first. I remember first seeing this whenever they're on Earth and it's just, like, abandoned. He's just, like, packing up the garbage and doing all that. I can see how that can get boring. But kind of once you get, like, towards the end, it's like, could this happen? Like, is this real? Is this, like, a future prediction? I don't know. It kind of gets you thinking, but I know some people it is hard to get into it. And that's kind of what I mentioned with Incredibles. I just couldn't really get into it as much as I could some of the other movies that I just mentioned, so it really becomes more opinion-based that way. Okay. All right. Here we go. And then I'm going to show this movie, and then I will touch on some of kind of the questions here going along with Up and Brave. I'll give my opinions on those here in a moment, but here is, you guys ready? I feel the most underrated, the most underrated Pixar and, like, Disney movie, animated movie of all time. Here it is, and that is Bug's Life. Bug's Life was my childhood. That's it. It was my childhood. I watched this probably 80 million times a day. Wow. If you have not seen Bug's Life, this is like classic Pixar animation. Such like good movie. Love the characters. I loved it. I loved it. And I'm so glad that I was able to see Bugs Land at California Adventure before they took it away. And I'm not, like, sad that they took it away. Like, I totally get why. It was just cool to walk through it before they took it out. So, I'm glad I got to see it, but, like, I'm also surprised it's not really incorporated in the parks. As, like, there's just nothing really, like, ride-wise they could do with this. And especially now, I don't really see them doing anything with it. But from a movie perspective, completely underrated. No one talks about Bug's Life. It is a fabulous movie. I just don't know what else to say. So good. I walk into Animal Kingdom and I'm just like, Bug's Life, because that's just what it feels like to me. So, like, Bug's Life 5 and Animal Kingdom always for me. So now people are talking about Up and Brave. Why those were not on my list here. And personally, Brave, there's 2 good songs in Brave for me. And since that was a Pixar movie, that was the only and first Pixar princess, just wasn't a fan. Compared to some of the other princess movies that I mentioned, like Princess and the Frog and Tangled. So personally, it's not that I hated Brave. Like, it was a good movie, but it's definitely not one that I would watch over, like, Tangled or something. And someone said that they think that Up is the best. And if you guys watched my Pixar ranking video, again, that is linked down below in this live stream, along with the playlist of all of my other movie and Disney park ranking videos. I didn't like Up that much. I'm so sorry. That's just my opinion here that I'm sharing with you. I loved the beginning. The first 20 minutes, I loved it. I thought I was going to love it, but once the dogs started talking, I just not that I don't like Doug. I love Doug, but once they got like to the blimp and everything, there was a whole like plot twist. I was just like, what is happening? Now, kind of going along with that, before we move over to movies that are forgotten, I feel like there are literally every single Pixar movie I feel like is underrated. Now, they're all classic. We've all connected with them like so well, and they are very, very respected movies, but they're just underrated. Like Pixar is just such a good animation company. I love Pixar. As I mentioned, I love all of their movies, all of their stories, all their characters. It just Pixar all the way. So now we have the forgotten movies that Disney has created. Now, this is just a stack here of movies that I watched growing up that I loved, and me and my family still love as well. Now, as I mentioned, if you have Disney Plus nearby, if you have just a piece of paper nearby, I highly recommend writing these down. These are just great for like family movie night. I know since we're all at home, if you're just looking for a good movie to watch, a good movie to watch, this is the list for you right here. It's a pretty like small stack of movies, but they're so good. So good. So here we go. All right. Number one, I guess in no particular order, Herbie Fully Loaded. Grew up with this movie, watched it many, many times. It's so cool. It is so underrated. It's just a cool, like, just racing movie. It's a good, just family movie. These are all, of course, great, like, family movies. This one especially, wow. Just wow. So here I have two movies. I feel like these two here are a little bit more kid-based. The one that I feel like is like the most kid-based, and man, we watched all these movies growing up, is Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Can't believe I'm talking about this right now. I know talking dogs in a movie is a little iffy, but like for like a kid's movie, for just like a general like movie, yes, Disney made this. It's good. I think there's 3 of them. I have all 3. I didn't I'm not going to show all 3 just because it's like the same thing, but like just the story is like really cool. Like I don't know. Good stuff. And the other one, oh my goodness. So this one, if you're looking for a movie to watch tonight as well, along with Herbie Fully Loaded, here is Air Buddies. This one, there are so many movies of this. There are like 2 Christmas ones. There's a Halloween one. There are so many different versions of this. This is the original one. Such a cute movie. Now, I know I just said the whole talking dogs thing, and this one was, I think, a lot more well done than this one. So, personally, I would watch Air Buddies over Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Okay. So, to write down for your watch list, I'd say Herbie Fully Loaded, Air Buddies, and like the whole series of Air Buddies movies because they're so cute. And here to go along with that, we're still going to talk about dogs for a second, is Shaggy Dog. If you guys have not seen this movie, highly recommend as well. So, like, it's just a great movie, and has Tim Allen in it as well. It was really, really cool. And as I mentioned, I believe these are all on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure they should all be on Disney Plus. Another one, I wouldn't really say this is underrated. It's just, if you're missing the parks right now, and if you've never seen this movie, I would highly recommend watching it. And this is the Tower of Terror movie that goes along with the attraction. and it's just cool to like see it if you're missing the rides and things right now. So I would definitely watch Tower of Terror. There's also a Haunted Mansion movie as well that goes along with the attractions. So if you're, again, missing the parks, just want to get more like kind of ride background before maybe going, hopefully later this year or like next year or something, this is a cool way to kind of prepare for your Disney trip. And this next movie here is another extremely underrated one. I feel like this, along with Bug's Life, may be one of my top most underrated movies of all time. And I know I'm going to say this again, but add this to your list 100%. Just please, please watch this movie. This is The Game Plan. This movie, I've watched this so many times. It is such a good story. It's like funny as well. It is such a good story. If you're looking for a movie to watch tonight, forget all the other ones I just mentioned for a moment. Game Plan, The Game Plan. I don't even know what to say. So amazing. The last movie here that is underrated or just really not talked about like at all. I feel like people don't really know about this movie, but if you're looking for more of like, I don't want to say like action-y, but like there's a certain like category that this fits in that people like, and that is 8 Below. It's a really cool like sled dog movie. Really, really cool story. The dogs don't talk in it, so if you're not a fan of that, that is good. But it was just like good, like just good movie, guys. Going through all these movies just got me like so excited to like watch these all again, and just, but man, think back to like how good they were. Someone just mentioned Togo, which is a Disney Plus movie, was really good as well. Very, very good. Someone asked if it was based on a true story, and it says inspired by a true story. Yes. It was very, very cool. Like, cool story. I remember it exactly. It's been a few years since I watched it, but his sled dogs, like, he goes like on an adventure, and he gets like trapped and everything, and his dogs have to like try to save him, but they're like out in the middle of nowhere. So like it's really, really cool to see like just the dogs try to help him in any way that they can. Someone said, do I like Fantasia? Yes. I haven't watched it in a very, very long time, so a little bit unfamiliar with some of the parts of that movie, but good. So Togo and 8 Below, are they similar? So no. I mean, kind of. I mean, I feel like Togo, it was more just like, it was that one dog's story. This is kind of like the guy and like his sled dog like team's story, and like all the dogs are involved more than just the specific one. So that would that makes them very, very different from each other. But if you liked Togo, or if you are gonna watch Togo, I would definitely watch 8 Below as well, because it is very different there. Someone asked about Zootopia. I had mixed feelings about the movie, so I don't know. I feel like it's not talked about because some people loved it and some people didn't like it. And it's not that I didn't like it, it's just I feel like there are other movies that are better. Okay, here. So I think that is here. Chicken Little. Some people mentioned that. Like, it's interesting. I don't hate it. Like, it's great. It's just iffy on that one. So that is all the movies that I have here. Of course, as I mentioned, there are so many other underrated movies. Now, I do want to address this question right here. So someone asked, when will I do the age reveal? I know some people brought to my attention. I honestly forgot because of everything going on that I did say I would share my age at 10,000 subscribers. that video will be coming soon. I know I've said that more recently, but in the next few weeks, that video will be posted on my channel. Now, I've been waiting because there has been so many new Disney things happening. As far as like merch goes and just news, and with all of this stuff happening, I just really wanted to make sure that I was posting the like new content going along with the whole new merch stuff, because I feel like showing you guys the whole new child and the key and just the different events and stuff is more important than that. So that is that. So soon, again, I can't say or guarantee at the moment, but this year for sure. Yeah. Favorite? Oh, no, I missed it. I'm sorry. So we have about like 10 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions going along with movies, if you want my opinion or review on movies, I can answer those questions now, or we will wrap it up. Someone asked, how far advanced do I film my videos? Yesterday, I filmed 2 videos, and they'll be posted here this coming week. So it really just depends. Like Wednesday, I'll be filming my Disney Springs reaction just as the information comes in. So, I mean, some days I'll flip the videos like day of and post them. But other videos, I'm able to do a little bit ahead of time. Like the child just came the other day, but I was not able to get the video up because I felt like there were things that were like more important to post based on like current or like news and things like that. Someone said, what do you think of the 3 Caballeros? I love them. Their song is so good. I actually have not seen the whole movie yet. It is on my Disney Plus watch list though. Someone said, thoughts on Pinocchio? Not really a fan. I love the characters. I love Jiminy Cricket and things like that, but the movie, like, halfway through gets, like, a little crazy. Shout out to Selena and Sophia. Where did I get my shirt? My shirt is from Box Lunch. If you're looking for any, like, cool shirts like this, like, with brands and things like from movies, I know they've done a lot of that with the different Pixar ones. Box Lunch, if you're looking for like a cool like Disney style shirt, something very similar to this, Box Lunch has some great shirts, like just good quality shirts. I love their shirts, and I just love just the style of them. Like they're subtle shirts as well. They're super cool. Am I going to do another Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction video for May? Yes, I was successfully able to purchase the Tiki Room items. Just the pins. I was just able to get the pins. I tried to get the ears. I'm probably not going to get the ears, but I did get the pins, and that whole video will be coming once I get them. Someone asked us, is Mickey my favorite? Yes. Someone said that their 4-year-old is loving House of Mouse Villains. I did watch that. I do have that on DVD, actually. I remember watching that, and it was so good. I love just any like the Mickey Mouse like shorts or animations and things. Alrighty. Sorry, my like chat thing is like lagging a little bit, like it's spinning. a lot. So I think that is where we're going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Do not forget to like this live stream and subscribe. Please share this channel with your friends and family. It would really, really help me out as I continue to do more daily Disney content. Leave a comment down below, like in the actual comments, like some of your favorite movies, some of your underrated, like favorite underrated Disney movies, and maybe I can add those to my list as well. With all of that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend. I again hope that that gave you some movie ideas for the weekend to share with your friends and family as well. Thank you all so much, and as always, remember to do what you love and do what makes you happy, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, and it is going to be a Target toy hunt. Very, very excited for you guys to see that. So enjoy, have a great week. Bye, guys.